Hello, hello. This is my second time recording this. First time I did it semi-edited, just fade in, fade out, whatever. This, however, I'm just going to upload as is. I wanted to talk about confidence and why content creation is very hard sometimes, especially for small content creators that are struggling with self-worth. It's difficult sometimes to get comments like the comment that I received on my last podcast, but I think it was something that I needed to hear because it really made me reflect on how unconfident I am. I think a lot of that is tied to self-worth and how little self-worth we give ourselves sometimes. We let others decide our worth. I think that's a problem for a lot of content creators and why we're scared. We're scared of not doing well enough, and so we go to what is most comfortable. For me, this comment pointed out that I say a lot. And looking back at that podcast, I realized I do. They linked a video in the comment, which I was hesitant to click on at first because don't click on random links on the internet that you don't know. But me being a wonderful, amazing cybersecurity student, I clicked on that bad boy. And it did take me to a YouTube video that I didn't watch the whole thing, but it talked about how to articulate yourself better. And I think it was very insightful and helped me understand that I do have thoughts and feelings and opinions that I want to say. But if I am not confident about them, if I'm not confident in myself, people are not as likely to listen or really take in what I have to say anyways. The video also mentioned something that I never thought about, that it's okay to have a pause in your speaking. I still don't think that silence in content creation, whether that be a stream or a video, true silence is necessarily very good. But I never realized that my way of speaking that was so comfortable to me was also off-putting. I wonder now if that may be holding me back, why I'm not growing as much as maybe I could be. Again, that's a lot tied to self-confidence and self-worth. I think a lot of us don't believe in ourselves. And as a content creator, you really have to. You have to be confident. You have to go out there. You have to put your content up. And it's difficult because you already feel like you're putting yourself out there. But are you really? If you're scared of what people are going to think of you, if you're scared of if people may dislike you, you're not really truly putting out your best self. Because even though I'm nervous right now, I'm trying my best to be confident. And again, there's that We will all make mistakes, and I'm not going to be perfect, ever. But I want to try to realize my faults. I will never be perfect. And as a perfectionist, hearing that and hearing criticism is hard. It often feels like a personal attack. But I think why it feels like a personal attack to me, and I'm sure to many other content creators, when you get a comment like that, I'm not talking about hateful comments. I'm not talking about you suck, you should go die, that kind of stuff. That's not okay. But true constructive criticism, I feel, can often hit a little harder than those hate comments, because those people are just not good people. They're just behind a screen saying whatever hurtful things to try and hurt you. But criticism is often coming from people who are trying to help you. But it's hard to hear because those are faults about yourself. Those are things that you should try and work on, but you are scared to. You are afraid. I am afraid of change. Afraid to change yourself and work on things. It's scary to not be perfect. It's scary to not feel like you are doing enough. But at the same time, I think if you are working on yourself and trying to become better, that is enough. I think all of this is truly tied to self-worth and why a lot of content creators may struggle articulating themselves and speaking, specifically small content creators. We aren't used to large crowds. We aren't used to speaking in front of a lot of people. The sad truth is, content creation is public speaking, and I am not good at public speaking. I am very not good at it, because with public speaking, once I get up on that stage in front of the room, whatever it may be, I freeze. I tend to nearly break down. Content creation, though not exactly the same as standing in front of a room, standing in front of a bunch of people, is still a form of public speaking, as you are speaking to the public. Hopefully you didn't hear my dog, but that was an I'm gonna forgive myself for that though, because my dog distracted me. It's difficult to hear these things, 100%. But a lot of both the way you speak, the way you are perceived, and the way you handle criticism is all tied to self-worth. Man, I think I'm truly understanding this as I'm speaking it out loud. But this comment really got to me at first in a negative way, but now it's getting to me in a way that is truly very deep. And I'm not sure if they quite meant it this way. But the video specifically that they linked hit a little deep, because it made me realize things about myself. And that's another thing. It's hard to take that criticism because a lot of these times they are personal things. It feels personal. This criticism feels like a personal attack because these are sometimes deep wounds that have yet to heal. But if we don't confront them, they will never heal. Not truly. I want to try and be a more positive person about the world in daily life, and most importantly about myself. It's very difficult to do that, though. There's a lot of negativity, especially if you have been negative about yourself and about things for so long. It is difficult to change that. Being confident is not easy, and no one will ever be perfect at being confident. There will always be times where we fail, we stumble, we do not feel enough. But trying your best is really all that you can do. And that's what I'm going to try to do. And I hope that's what other content creators, and even if you're not a content creator, what other people can take away from this. And I wanted to share it and give my opinion on it because it truly did help me, I believe. I hope I continue truly to carry this with me and think about it the next time I am feeling not worthy, not confident. Because truly, although we often fight for others' attention to feel like they think we are worthy, it's called self-worth. That isn't given by others. We can fight as hard as we can, but self-worth is given to ourselves. And I know I'm often better at giving advice than I am taking it. Practice what I preach is not something I often do. I can help others a lot, but when I receive criticism or help, it can be difficult for me to truly take that in, absorb it, and change. I think we are scared of change. We are scared to grow, but in reality, that is not helpful for us or healthy for us in any way. I just wanted to kind of talk about this for a bit because it really changed my perspective on things. It really, truly did. I want to confront this because I truly want to do content creation. I want to be a content creator. I love it. But it is public speaking. That is a skill you have to have. And along with that comes confidence. Public speaking comes from confidence. Without confidence, you cannot public speak. That is simply the truth. It's not impossible to change and grow and develop into the person you wish to be, though. But doing that, accepting that, will make you a stronger person, a better person for yourself, mostly. I think that is the most valuable thing that you can get. So I wanted to say thank you to this person. I know this has been a little bit of a longer video than I had anticipated, especially with me just speaking not off script. I don't remember if in the beginning I mentioned that this was off script as I originally had written a script, but I'm not reading off of it because my first video I didn't do well. I wasn't able to articulate myself as well because I was still not confident in myself. I was not focused on being confident. I was focused on reading off of my bullet points. So for all content creators and people in general, I hope that this was helpful for me to share with you, just as this comment was helpful for me, even though it hurt a bit at first because I tend to take things too personally. that is something I need to work on as well. I want to continue on this journey to heal and to boost myself. And I'm gonna keep doing it publicly. I want to be a content creator. I truly do. I love it. And I think it's important for others to see that growth and that journey. So I'm doing my best to be a positive person in general about the world and myself, which is most important. I truly wonder if this may be why I'm not growing and why some other content creators aren't growing as well. This sense of self-worth and confidence, I think, is a huge blow to a lot of aspects in our daily lives in a lot of ways. The support has been amazing, but I also just wonder if I could do even better if I was a little more confident and truly believed in myself. This comment really made me think after I was done being in denial. I normally wouldn't respond to a comment like this, or I should say a comment in general in a video. Perhaps if it was another comment like this, I may. I think this was really worth it though, and something that will help me grow. So I already said it, but thank you to that person. I truly believe that they meant it in a positive way. Now, anyways. I hope that you guys can continue to support me as I kind of reflect on things and make changes for the better. So I think that's about it. All right. And I'm gonna leave off with a little kind of catchphrase that I came up with. Hope you guys like it. It's new. I don't know how often I'll be using it, but persist, persevere, and viva la Pluto. Bye.